Hello, Timothy Miller here, and I'm going to show you how to use our friend here, the organizer, the Safelist organizer, to get yourself a ton of free advertising. Okay, and the first thing you want to do, of course, is join some Safelist mailers, and we have top viral mailers here that we feature. Big list of mailers here. You can also add your own, which makes this awesome. You can add programs to this and enter your own programs as well as what's on here. But once you've joined these Safelist mailers, and I highly suggest that you set yourself up a Gmail account or two. One would be to actually collect the emails being sent to you. The other one, sometimes they request a separate Gmail account to verify. It's like an admin account. But you always want to make sure that the list account that you're using is not something that you use for business or anything else, because you're going to get overloaded with messages from these safe lists. So you just want to go to Gmail and set yourself up an account just to catch the emails from the safe lists. And what you want to do, once you've done that, here's a safe list right here that I just have joined. You want to put these in folders when these emails come in. As you can see here on the left-hand side, I've got a bunch of folders set up to catch the emails coming in from these safe lists. And as you can see here with this conversion mail, there's 765 messages in here. Dragon safe list, 448. You're going to get a lot of messages from these. And these are all opportunities to earn credits to mail these lists in return. So you're going to want to set up an account in Gmail just to catch these emails. And then you're going to want to assign folders to them. And how you do that, we're going to take this example, the world's largest safe list. Now I'm going to click on this and open it up. And I'm going to copy this right here. And that's going to tell Gmail when any message comes in from here that they are going to put it into a folder. And how you do that, I'm going to go over here to this little gear. Okay, settings. Click on that, get down to settings right here. And then you want to click on filters and blocked addresses. I'm going to scroll to the bottom because I've got a whole list that I've already set up. And you want to click on create a new filter. Then you're going to paste that name you just copied right there in the from line. And then just click on create filter. Then you're going to click here. When you get to this screen, skip the inbox, apply the label, choose label. We're going to make a new label. We're going to, again, paste that information into that label. We're going to create it. Okay. We're going to click down here, never send it to spam. And we're also going to click apply filter to the matching conversations. And then you create your filter. Very good. Now, once you have done that, you're going to come over here to your organizer. And when you click on add mailer, I've already logged in here, but you're going to click add mailer. And then you're going to add the details of the mailer here, like the name, the login URL, and all that other stuff. And then you just click save, and it's going to save it. Now, here's a suggestion. When you enter these, you want to do it, classify it by the action that corresponds with the credit clicker opening that email. Reason being, the credit clicker can open up a wide variety of these safe list mailers. Some of them it can't. Okay. And you're going to want to list those separately. because those are the ones that you're going to have to click on using your Gmail account. Credit clickers are sensitive to the layout of the email and how the email owner has that thing programmed and set up. So you're going to want to make 2 lists at least, and you can do that here. You've got safe lists, viral mailers, traffic exchanges, and other listed here. But you can have these mean to you whatever you desire. And once you have this already set up in the system, if you want to put a custom label on it later, you just click on, the safe list you want to edit, and it's going to come up here. And then you can go down and click on Modify Record. And in this field here, you can now customize this to say anything you want. But you have to enter it in through the normal channel first, and then if you come back to edit it, you can make this say anything you want. So I'm going to cancel this, but that's what I did over here. And the other way I organize these, everything I have under safe lists, these are credit emails that when they're open, they just run a timer. I don't have to go back and do anything else to confirm that I've seen the email. These are the ones that are the easiest to get credits for. Now, I use the viral mailer designation for those that after the credit clicker has opened them, these are the ones I have to go back and I might have to click on a figure of some kind to verify that I've actually seen and read that, seen the advertisement. And then I have a list of those. As you can see, I named this category NC. In other words, I can't open those with a credit clicker. And these down here are ones that I cannot open up with the credit clicker, but they are very easy to get credits for because I don't have to go back and confirm by clicking on some type of a figure or an icon to verify that I've seen the email. Okay. So that's how I classify them. But it helps me to keep this list organized, that if I want to build up fast credits, my first stop is going to be my safe list. Okay. And I have 2 emails in Gmail that I use to manage my safe list. And the first email is designated by the number 1. The second email I have designated by the number 2. Okay. And that way I can keep organized what mailer is where. Now I'm going to show you something here. This makes this so pathetically easy to use. We're going to credit clicker. And I'm going to get down and you'll see this thing. Let's do this. This credit clicker right now is under testing. You don't want to use this one. You want to come over here and use the regular credit clicker. Click on credit clicker. You're down and you're going to click on let's do this. Okay. Now what this does is this is automatically going to link to my Gmail account here. Okay. That's what makes this so simple to set up. The first time you do that, it's going to ask for a verification. It's going to ask you to log into your Gmail from here, but you already want to have it open in a window right before it. Okay. So when I organize my tabs, and this is important, you want to organize your tabs so that your Gmail account is in your first tab, the organizer is in the second tab. And that way, when it opens these emails, it's going to open them in tabs beyond these 2. That makes it easier to close them and, keep things under control. Okay. And we've already talked about this, so I'm going to close this tab right now. Okay. But this is going to automatically, as I said, link to your Gmail account. You can see right now it's set on the inbox. I don't want it on the inbox. I want to go over here and pick one of these safe lists. And I want to choose one that's, the easier of the two to open and confirm. And since this is my number 2 Gmail account, I'm going to go looking for my number 2 safe list. And like I said, you can organize these any way you want. I could have named this anything after I, put it in originally with the format they choose. But I just chose to call it number 2 safe list. And these are my programs that are the easiest to open or the easiest to control, because once the credit clicker opens them, I don't have to go back and reconfirm. They just run a timer and I get credits, and then I can go back and close all the tabs. Okay. Now we're going to see what we have here available over here in any of these. Let's check out Micro Power List, for example. We'll see how many emails we have in our folder under Micro Power List. And we just added that world's largest safe list to this, and you'll see that here. Okay, it'll show up here in your list, and that's how you keep track of these. Now we're going to go to Micro Power List. We've got 258 emails in there. Okay, we can get credits from. Now, when you do this, instead of just leaving it on mark email as read, put it on delete email. That will keep this cleaned up. Some of these safe lists, after they age or have been in circulation for so long, you can no longer get credits by clicking on the links in those emails. There's an expiration on them. Okay, so you're going to want to be aware of that. As you can see, I've got some older emails hanging in this account, like November 30th. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get credits on those or not. So what you want to do is set this to delete the email. Now, to start off with, I know for sure I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 emails for sure I should be able to get credits from. So to start out with the organizer, I'm going to set this to open number of emails at 8. And I'm going to give it a 2-second delay. I try to stay in moderation with this so I'm not overloading my browser and so forth. But I can, on lists like this, I can open up 30 at a time, and it doesn't seem to be much of a problem. 50 is a bit of an overload. 30 maximum, I would say. Okay, but right now I only need 8. So I'm going to set it at 8, 2-second delay between when it opens. And all I have to do then is click Fetch and Open, and it will begin to do that for me. Whoops, I've got it on Inbox. I forgot to put it back on Micro Power List. All right, here we go. We want it Micro Power List. There we go. Now, in the course of doing this, if you see that there's nothing populating down here under the current emails, which sometimes can happen, you want to just refresh the browser right here. Just click on that and reload the page, and it'll catch back up and begin to populate those. But if you set it on delete the email, it's not going to go back and try to reopen things that have already been read. It will just clean them out of the Gmail box there and keep opening up fresh emails for you. So we're going to click Fetch and Open here. And it's going to open those up for me. Now, depending on the type of program that it's working with, it may not open up the total amount you requested until you start closing some of these tabs, and it'll go through another burst and then open up more. But, it's fairly easy to use. So we've got 200 credits on this one, so we can close that window. Go to the next one. Yep. This one's still counting down. I have a second left. Just give it a little time. You're just waiting on the mailer itself at this point. So once it's got these opened up, I've earned credits on this. And you can go here and just close these windows once you're sure that the credits have populated. Sometimes it doesn't, you can circulate through your account through these tabs. It's still waiting to count these. Okay, I've got that one. That one's good. Still waiting on the browser to catch up with that one. Okay, I've got that one. I've got that one. It's that simple. So if I go back here to my Gmail, now I'm into November the 30th. And I'm not sure at this point if I'm going to still have credits available for those. I'm recording this in December, by the way. So, but I can always try. So I'll fetch and open 8 more and see what I get. Now, some of these safe lists have human verification on them where they're going to want you to check a box and verify that you're human and so forth. Some of them don't. So you're going to find out when you actually start working with this, which one of these mailers have a security check on them and so forth. But I'm just giving you a heads up that could be the case. So when you start out with a mailer that you're not familiar with, opening and with the credit clicker, stay conservative. Open up 3, 5 at a time until you find out the lay of the land, and then you can go crazy. Okay, guys. We'll see you in the next training. You take care. God bless. Have a great day.